I was just saying that he had like an advertisement that reached out to me just for responding to a question on his page.
Who?
His name is Tactical Advisor. That's pretty cool. You need to look into
All right, Hootie and the Blowfish.
that.
All right, guys, we're fucking live. Goddamn. All right. Think it's supposed to be your opening. Goddamn. What the fuck?
So I've been away, man. You,
Yeah,
you
we
do
got
the show.
Al back, and we got an interesting topic tonight. We're gonna talk about some shit that shouldn't happen, but it does happen, and what not to do, what to do. Then we're gonna go into this goddamn politics, that's going on, and lay down some more predictions, and it's getting close. And
30 days.
Yep, less than 30 days. Goddamn. Right here in our state, fucking voting starts next week on the 15th. All right, we'll see when we get back. All right, we're back, guys, and get some fucking music going. I want to put up something real quick. I'm gonna put it up on a. Let's see. Can I? I can't. Yeah, I can time this thing. And boom, there it is, motherfuckers. Goddamn, fucking give the show some goddamn thumbs up. I got it for 30 seconds. I'm gonna go ahead and put it up for fucking 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And what was that? And give us some thumbs up. I mean, we still got a real problem with you guys giving us thumbs up. It's fucking ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And you guys don't give us thumbs up on YouTube. Like, we're on YouTube right now. We're on I need to go to my Twitch channel and see what's on there. And we're on Twitch. And only thing didn't launch tonight was locals, and I failed. But we're on the mighty. Let's see, where's that? Let's get ready to rumble.
I love it.
So we're on the mighty rumbles, and so on you guys on Rumble, we like you guys a lot. And I see. Let me see if the thing. Yeah, I see you, WK. My chat didn't catch up. So we're gonna try to do something. We're gonna do a soft launch from now on, then go into the show so that my chats can catch up, so I can get you guys in the lives. I don't know if you don't see the lives either, right?
Yeah. I got two different ways of looking at it.
Yeah, I do too. But I see the show live, but I don't see the in show live, like where we're at. And right. Nothing came up yet. But thank you for stopping through, WK. And we see you guys out there watching too. And we're gonna go ahead and thank.
Nothing started yet, by the way, just to let you know.
What do you mean?
Came through. Just WK.
Oh yeah. I'm talking about in the chats. Yeah. I thought you was about to say fucking we're not on the air. I was like, what? I'm looking at the damn show. I was like, God damn. Yeah, I see you. There you go. Let's go.
That's me. I was testing it to see if we get it rolling. WK is always on time, man. So he's always we miss his the first one that he throws out there.
Yeah. And all the notifications just came through on my phone, every single one of them. Boom. And so we're doing something right. I don't know what the hell it is, but I need to thank this goddamn sponsor. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and while you do that, Al, and I got to go grab a sheet real quick saying where I'm going to be at fucking this weekend. Hold on, I'll be right back. Go ahead.
Yeah, take your time. We're going to talk about our partner here, and that is Right to Bear. Right to Bear. It helps us out a little bit every time you sign up, and we appreciate that. I haven't been saying that in a while, but I figured you guys knew that. That's what a partnership is, to give a little give and take. It's a good program nonetheless. We researched it before we met the representative, and as soon as we started talking and realized what was going on, it was a deal. It was a done deal. Everything that you need, seriously, everything you need is right in this package. if you do the research and you find something that's like derogatory or something that's negative, something that you don't that's lacking in this program, please let us know. Seriously, because we look all the time and we look at it. And other programs, they'll add stuff that Right to Bear already has, and it's kind of like even, but the price is still, they're right up there. They're right up. Big Shooter, and for one, the most important part that for me is when you call them, you're automatically first person you speak to is a lawyer. You're a lawyer. If you don't want that person to represent you, you can reach out and find somebody else. But the first person that answers the telephone is a lawyer. So that's confidential. He's working for you. So he's there to protect your rights immediately. That right there is, it's not a call taker. It's not, somebody with a what you call those things, work from home part-time gig. It's a dedicated lawyer who's going to get on the case, give you advice immediately to safeguard you, and then if need be, more than likely, if you decide, hey, I got another guy that I want, and you're going to call that person, you just notifying Right to Bear, fine, he's on his way.
Yeah,
he's on his way. Somebody's on their way. If you get a bond, they're on their way with bond money. If you need psychological services, they're on their way with a doc.
Right.
They're on their way immediately. And the first person you're speaking to is a lawyer. Everything you say, you babbling because you it's the first time happening. You didn't mean, I don't know if all that crazy stuff that's going to happen. I've seen it. I've seen it from both sides. So it's necessary, and that's something that I every time I talk about it, that's the most important. When I saw that, it was like, yeah, I'm in. Multi-state coverage. One thing that something we don't talk about. You go to their website and educate yourself on anything that you may feel deficient in, whether it's the laws in your state, concealed carry, draw strokes. There's a lot of information.
This is the biggest one, is reciprocity.
That's you can figure out where, if you're going to another state, if you can carry a firearm in that state. Not only that, but if you're traveling by car or any other on roads, any other state that you're passing through, what you have to deal with when you go through those states. So it's good information. It's good, and it's up to date. I don't know when the last time they updated it, but the last time I looked, it was update. And as far as what we got, states that allow constitutional carry, it's updated. It's updated.
It's by the hour. It's updated.
Right.
I need to go on that site and see if they say anything about SBRs though, because a lot of people are clueless on crossing state lines with SBRs.
Yeah, and that's another thing too, is because it's more around handguns, from what I understand, from my knowledge. And again, if somebody finds out about rifles, long guns, let me know. Any gun that you, or any device, should I say, that you use to defend yourself or your family, they're going to protect you. But a lot of times crossing state lines, I see the information is more like handguns, because they're talking about 15-round magazines versus 10-round magazines versus, how many magazines, how many bullets, hollow points, all that kind of stuff. I see mostly conversation about, or information about, handguns more so than rifles. And
you still have to abide by the state laws. If the state laws require you to have a 10-round magazine, don't run in there with a 19 or 20.
Right. And don't run in there with a 15-round magazine with only 10 rounds in it, because it's still the same. It's illegal.
That's right.
It's illegal.
They'll charge you with a felony. And when they charge you that felony, everything supersedes that, because you broke a state law. They'll still defend you. Right. However, you're going to be hit with a felony. You're going to have to probably plea out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's going to be hard. And because that's kind of like you are prima facie, or you giving the government prime evidence against yourself. So you violated the law. This is it. There's no in between with that. So you kind of
you can't work on that. Yeah, it's gonna be
hard. Omar,
what up? What up?
Oh, there
right on time. Hey, you can finish the beginning, the opening.
Oh,
what was the opening?
What are we talking about?
I was just messing with you, bro.
I'll just read the title. Goddamn, you see it.
Right.
I was joking with him because he said it, and I read it as he was saying that too. I was like,
okay. No names mentioned, but we'll go through this.
Yeah, we're not gonna mention no names or companies, but it's easy to find out. Easy to find out.
Yeah.
Yep. So we got a couple more classes coming up this year, and we always are available for any topic that you see listed here. Any topic that you see, we're available for that. So if you want anything from concealed carry to basic firearms training, I've even started breaking guns down and showing people how to clean their guns. So I know you know. That said, I said I.
If you bring me $35 cash to the store, I will clean your gun.
Oh,
I need to bring you all my shit.
I'll let people know that.
That's handguns. That's handguns. $40 for one gun.
Oh shit. Yeah, just come in there with a croaker sack and just dump them all on the fucking table.
That would be you. You, I don't mind though, because you're gonna shoot your guns until they don't work anymore.
Just throw them in the fucking wash bucket. I don't give a fuck.
I like it.
Wow. Shit. Yeah, that's how I'm know.
Yeah. Well, you know, any of the topics that are listed here, we can get back to.
Sorry,
but I'll pass that information on. I'm going to add some stuff to the website too. So
if you guys need your guns clean, handguns, hit up Omar at.
That's right.
Say where you're at in location.
Forest Park, Army Navy. And then I do have to say this because I had a situation. So we had to evacuate today because some people hit a gas line. So
shit.
I'm hoping I go to work tomorrow.
Right.
But, yeah.
Okay. All right. So just
hit him chlorine on one end and gas on the other.
Yeah. If you can't get to him at the store, hit up saberteamtactical@gmail.com and I'll forward an email off to him. So it's not a problem. We can get to any of you guys here. Okay. So just remember that.
Right. So any topics we see, we have them. We have dates for our primary classes. We have rifle and tactical gear class coming up November 3rd. Anyone inclined to do that, let us know. But
if
you
you're
have
not
to be able to handle your firearms at an intermediate level, meaning anytime the gun stops for whatever reason, you got to be able to get it to start again. That's the simplest thing that I can say that. Accuracy, handling your firearms safely, all of that has to be done second nature. There's no baby steps in this because the information that you're going to be taught and the things that will be revealed to you are more than likely going to be new to you, and that is
it will be new.
It'd be more important.
And I haven't worn my tack gear all year, so somebody need to get me out of the house to get this shit on. I haven't worn it; just been sitting up there collecting dust, and I haven't put it on. So I need to get out there and look all hula and shit too, I guess.
Hey man, it's LARPing is live action round play. Live action ammo. What was that thing you came up with?
Live action role playing.
Yeah.
Oh, live action role play. That's what you guys
live ammo role playing. I like to call it.
Oh, you did it. Okay.
Yeah, a little change it up. We gotta be a little bit tougher.
Okay, I get you.
Not actors. We actually a little bit.
You guys are definitely gonna learn some new shit, some shit that was used in real world. All over the place, all over the world, in foreign countries and here in the United States, and nobody else is teaching this stuff. And if you really like to run your gun, come on out. You know what I'm saying?
And equipment. Don't forget.
If you got some Amazon gear you wearing, bring it on out. Come on out, and we can see if it works. You know what I'm saying? But it's an 8-hour course. There's a course requirement on equipment and things to bring. Right. So, and I think you should read that up first. Well, I don't say that shit. You know why they say that shit, right? They say the reason why they say Gesundheit or bless you. You know why? Gesundheit is bless you in German. So the reason why they say that shit is because they say the heart's supposed to stop at the time you sneeze, and you're supposed to be dead at that moment. And so they say, bless you, just in case you die and your soul go to purgatory or fucking heaven or hell, whatever. So it's a fucking, you know that shit. That's why when motherfuckers sneeze, when motherfuckers say bless you, I just look at them like, fuck you, dude.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Rough motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't say thank you.
Gesundheit is German. That means health.
Good health.
Just health.
Oh, health? Okay, well. Fuck you. And
And that's how you defeat that.
yeah, I hate when people say bless you when I sneeze. It's like, what the fuck? Leave me the fuck out of this shit.
That's one of those
You know what I'm
well,
saying?
it's like, all right, so you got two different sides of it. So that movie Dogma, you got that angel that he sneezed and nobody said anything, and that was the reason why he ended up killing the person in the room that had like not committed a sin. It was like, but you didn't say bless you.
Right.
So some people
right.
feel that way. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm
yeah,
kind of
there's-
with you. I've always been like I've always been told you're not ordained, so you can't bless anybody. That was always the thing I was told.
Right. I tried to get
Gesundheit.
to get a goddamn captain to bless my Humvee from breaking down all the time. That motherfucker wouldn't do it. He said, I don't bless fucking objects. I just looked at him like, well, you ain't getting a ride from me, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, damn.
I mean, dang.
Damn, so
fucking
who blessed Thor's hammer?
See?
Yeah,
I was about to say, I'm about to get into some
my Humvee was a hammer.
Don't play with me.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I had firepower on it and had fucking whoas in there that had firepower, and I was like, I'm tired of this motherfucker breaking down. Bless this bitch so it won't break down no more. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to do it. What a fucking
bro. I'm not into all of that, and I don't get against anybody that is. That's their thing, but you know,
Big Shooter says. Big Shooter says Saber Team Tactical is the best firearms training money can buy. You cocksuckers, you hear that? So if you guys want to fucking learn something that you never learned in your entire life, show up on November 3rd. Make me put my fucking whore gear on, so I don't have to go out there and do nothing and take all
just
this.
Don't shoot yourself.
Yeah, I'm
damn.
Take all this knowledge out of my mind. I don't want to go there yet. Take all this knowledge out of my mind and use it for yourself. If you think you can take it and come out there for the 8 hours and
no diddy.
Yeah, come out there. Yeah, no diddy. We ain't got no. We ain't got. Yeah, we ain't got no baby oil out there.
No baby oil.
There's no baby oil.
100 gallons.
Everything's gonna be dry and rough.
No diddy.
All right, guys. Click on Saber Team Tactical Laser Engraving. I'm gonna be at the Douglasville Police Department. I will not be in handcuffs. And so there's a craft show out there on October. What the fuck day? What's Saturday? The 12th?
Yeah, I believe so.
Saturday, October 12th. I got one booth. I'm gonna be out there. The reason I got one booth because I've never been to this show before, so I'm not sure on what's gonna happen. And it's gonna be at Douglasville Police Department at 2083 Fairburn Road, Douglasville, Georgia. And I'll be there from 9 to 5 on that Saturday. Look for the Saber Team Tactical flag. It's going to be high in the air, so you guys can't miss it. If you see it, come on by and say hello. If you don't want to buy anything, if you're in the area, that's all you got to do. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to be out there hanging out. We'll be out there for that whole day and seeing what's happening. And I'll have all my the goodies out there set up. And we're going to put you over here, Omar, because you're a special guest. Let's see. Let me see. Can I change this? Boom. No, it's not letting me change it tonight. What the fuck? Isn't this fucked up? It's not letting me change the places. Oh, I'm in the wrong. Let me see. Yeah, it won't let me change anything. All right. So we got what we got in the chats real quick. Hello. Gaming Chad, what's up? How you doing? Appreciate you stopping through. And somebody said Saj was in the room.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Dear Saj. Let's see. I don't see anything coming up. Is there anything coming up?
Yeah. Somebody else said hello.
No. I'm trying to put it on the screen. Look like my screen is locked for some reason. Al, go ahead and take over on that. Put up the there you go. And I'm gonna give you admin to Omar.
All right.
And
hello, Canadian.
Yeah, put up everybody just came in so we can say hello to them. My screen is locked. And so I can move in between screens, but I can't put anybody up. All right, dear
Sergeant said he was
Sarge.
here the whole time. He just had his hands full. I don't want anyone to know what his hands were full with, though.
No Diddy.
Exactly. Not gonna ask him.
Baby oil, and something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
No.
Don't want to hear that. Who else we got?
Yeah, is that better?
Yeah. Who else
see what
we
they
got?
did now, though. I'll tell you.
Okay.
Later.
All right. Cool. All right.
Let us begin.
Over the weekend, on a Sunday, there was an instructor from the famous UACCA.
USCCA.
Whatever. Because I think that's the most crappiest place I've ever seen. On the range, and he shot himself in the ass.
Big buttocks.
in the ass. Not in the cooler hole, but in the buttock cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
And but he made a fatal error. And the fatal error was that you guys can dive in all the other details. The fatal error was he made a fatal error, and I'll let you guys go ahead and explain all that. So who want to start?
Well, from what we know, okay, we'll say it like that. From what we know, he shot himself in the ass while holstering his firearm. That's what is the speculation. So we haven't gotten the full details yet. But he was out there. He had set up a gig. He reserved the location. Apparently, he was out there with his family members, two other females, two females were with him, and then
embarrassing. Shit like dried up.
He got complacent, whatever, and he shot himself in the tail part. Yes, Gaming Chad, it was ugly, and the biggest part I think you want to do, Al, is the response.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got my screen back.
Yep.
So yeah, Gaming Chad, it was he shot himself up the ass. How do you do? He didn't shot himself.
Yep.
No.
He didn't shoot himself up the ass.
In the ass.
I have a wild one on that.
On the cheek.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Omar.
All right. So, well, goes to what I straight up, Al. You said it when you do your courses. If we don't want anybody to take any rounds, but if that does happen, there is at least 2 tourniquets on my person. There's a first aid kit somewhere around. Chest
Hard
seal.
to turn a kid an ass.
We're good. You know, I know, but I'm just that's the disclaimer. That's what we say.
I'm sorry.
And then if by some chance it is one of us that took the round and nobody else is around, do not, under any circumstances, dial 911 and call the police and tell them that someone has been shot.
Yeah, we got some stories about those guys too, and have been a member of that fraternity. I can speak on it and laugh at them, and if they have any problems, they come see me. It's okay. But the response was as though something hostile was happening as opposed to an accident, and that was the differentiation, but that the caller did not deliver to the law enforcement and medical folks. So they responded as though it was in like an active shooting, like say red versus blue or north versus whoever. And it's one of those deals. And they showed up, and when they did, 5 to 7 police cars pull up at a private range, and they shut it down. They want everybody cold. Nobody, no firearms in no one's hands, because they don't trust none of you guys, law abiding or not. Mm-hmm. See, that's a clue. That's a clue.
Mm-hmm.
Who's on your team? Nobody. So anyway, those guys, they shut the range down, and then they go, tend to this guy. During that time, one of the guys that was out there, he overhears the officer say, why isn't there a monitor in each bay? There's 20 pistol bays out there. There's over 7 skeet with a high house and a low house, and 4 or maybe 5. Now I think it was 7 all the way at the end. 7 trap houses. There's no way in hell you can have a cadre of monitors to watch that, and that's not counting the long range where you were over. So that would be another 2 to 3 people over there. So the problem is the way law enforcement does their firearms. No one trusts them with guns.
So,
right? So they got 7, 8 different instructors standing by to make sure that they don't do anything wrong.
Take that chat down. I'm locked up again. And
I cannot.
You cannot either.
I can't.
I got you.
Oh yeah, okay. Big shooters. Yeah, that's the one I wanted. Mm-hmm. He was wearing an Uncle Mike holster when the holster
with his finger on the trigger, and boom, it's on. See,
we don't know yet.
That right there, we don't know. But I would venture to say, and everyone on here that has ever picked up a firearm that with any discrepancy and urgency and safety and respect knows the gun won't go off unless you put your finger in the trigger.
Right.
You guys just on the booger.
Omar, just keep the chats coming up.
Right.
And
other than that, you won't have it. I got you.
Well, I was gonna say I'm trying. My screen is kind of
locking up too.
Yeah, I don't have I'm stuck. Even it's saying invite people. I'm not trying to do it.
So you're the only one with control, Al.
Yeah. I got you, man. I got you. So, but that's the key is that we all know that you said it to me on the phone the other day, Al. There's no way. You know, I was like, oh man, maybe it was somebody blah blah blah, maybe this, that, and the other happened, and then he's like, nope, keep finger on the trigger. That sweeping motion where they don't look at the holster, don't look it in, and
I've seen it many times. It happened in the range.
It's so damn fast, you never know.
Yeah, and I've stopped people, and I told them, you want to get smart with me, I kick you off this fucking range, and but be careful.
Yes, exactly, Gaming Chad, exactly.
Yeah.
And and then they locked the whole place down. You got guys there that have been handling firearms for over 50 years, man.
Right.
50 years. They got guys shooting trap and skeet that don't need to stop. I mean, they've been safe forever. All that stuff. And
where they at is where the police and the shooting was happening. It's a secluded area.
Yeah.
And so it's nobody can get to them. So why are they so fucking afraid? You know what I'm saying?
Because you're not wearing a uniform, I'm afraid of you. Done.
Yeah.
And I mean, it couldn't have been a weirder situation. No one ever goes to that part of the range where I was.
Yeah, so you can't. Oh, where you were down in the shooting?
No one's ever there.
The rifle range
there, right. And there were 9 of us there that day.
Right.
In the rifle range.
In that range, there was never anybody there. There were 9 of us there, right? And it just so happened that one of the guys there happened to be I'm not going to talk.
He's
about
an EMT,
but I wasn't going to say names and stuff. But
I didn't say his name. I just know what he does.
Oh no, I was just saying on my end because I don't know. I learned that just by by inference in the conversations that were had, but. The just weird serendipitous stuff, but that was there. I also peeped that there was a trap and skeet, like there was a school that was there that
they had to shut down.
They had a bus. They had a whole bus there. Like so it was like
4-H comes in and they have a lot of local schools that shoot trap and skeet. The private schools that there's a lot of.
So they were practicing, and their coach had to. He came down and was talking with us and. It was like, and then it was really odd. And then it was weird too. We started hearing shots and then it was like, is everything like, can we go back to it? But like, it was one of them situations where I think they'd already left, but like Tom didn't get back to us yet. So I like,
okay. Yeah, he had to go to every bay, from what I understand.
He had to go to every bay and tell them.
That's a big facility.
Figure out who was there. It was like,
Then but everybody's gonna be like, why?
He was there with us already, so he knew where all of us were, and he knew that we weren't going to do anything. But it was
he could trust you guys and come back to you last, and you guys would be fine. But there's a lot of yahoos, and the thing about it is, and I think this is gonna resonate with my man right next to me. The thing about it is, this guy purports himself to be an instructor, and he's military background. He doesn't say what kind of military.
Navy.
But he said
that's
when you go
military.
to his website, you see he's military, and that's the
Navy.
thing. Like And
He
I
wasn't
say
even
all the
Navy
time,
SEAL, so don't even try it, guys.
I say it all the time. Never. I say never. I say never. And things like this make me more cautious the next time. Because if I'm gonna stand on never, I got to have utmost respect for firearms. I don't do nothing silly. I don't show and tell. When guys say, "Hey man, I got this new," I don't give a goddamn. It's a gun. Oh yeah, I seen one of those before. No, but it's a 6 hours. Blah blah blah. Oh yeah, seen a SIG before. Don't matter. I don't want to see it. I don't give a damn. Unless it's some kind of laser gun from the future, I don't give a damn about your gun.
Don't pull it out.
I don't give a damn.
But this is what I said, and this is the reason why I said I keep now in our safety briefing on the range. I tell everybody, you know, if I go down, Al go down, Omar go down, do not call the police. We'll deal with it as as our severity and injuries. And so, and I always said, if you call the police, they're gonna come out here with a SWAT team. If you explain it wrong. And because you have to be 100% in control of that conversation, and you got to be very strict with that 911 operator and telling them, you have, and they will break you down if you are frantic and acting like a bitch. So you have to be very, very strict and control with them, and let them know this is not an active situation. The scene is under control. Do not come out here with your guns drawn. You know what I'm saying? There's no need for this, because what could have happened? You could have had a guy out there, maybe myself or Al, in a bay next to this. We come over with our rifles still slung on us, and we're standing over that person. And guess what would have happened? They would have gunned us fucking down.
No talk.
Yeah, they wouldn't have said one fucking word to us. Nope. They would have shot and killed us,
and they would have been legal.
Yeah, and because nothing you could have said.
The information never was provided to them. They didn't know. They didn't know.
And you know what happens when the first time you get shot at and you got a gun on you? I'm turning around to see who's fucking shooting, because I might be laying some fire down. So that means all of them going to be opening up, and I got no fucking cover.
Right.
So. This is why they need to come up with some type of SOP for these cocksuckers to realize. And the thing of it is, the fucking
seriously,
the goddamn clubhouse was fucking open.
Yeah, it was open.
And the guy
it just opened. Like we just got there.
But never sent this is the thing, and I give it to you, Al, all the time. I said it to you before. I said it to you many years ago. It's the preparation and then the act of what you prepare, and you put it into place, and then you do it every time. Every time we do a class, whether it's you, the three of us, the four of us, we get in big shooter, anybody we get in group, we do the same thing every time. We say the same thing every time. When we got one person, we say the same thing. Don't call the police. If it's me that goes down and I'm one person, find somebody in the next bay.
Yeah.
Go to the tower. Go up to the clubhouse. Do not.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he's got a life-threatening injury. I'm gonna die regardless. You know what I'm saying? If you shoot me in the fucking head, or I'm fucking shot in the fucking aorta, I am going to die regardless. If you get on the 911 call, they're still not gonna be able to reach me because your fucking ass is standing there dancing around and not trying to help me.
Right.
You know,
and on top of that, you also when they come in, they're going to come in and slowly, methodically figure out what's going to happen. When you need immediate response, you need the paramedics, not the police. See,
and remember this: if you call in for a gunshot, the paramedics don't come until the cops come to secure the scene.
Right.
So you're going to die either way. You know what I'm saying? You're going to bleed out. So
that's what I was laughing at.
You got to constantly think of stuff. Look on the bright side. Now he has two assholes. One bleeds and one shits. But you know, I mean, you got to stress this stuff.
Sunday, Mike.
If you're teaching a class as an instructor and you're not starting your class with a safety briefing, you need to reevaluate yourself, because you need to reevaluate. You need to come up with a safety briefing talking about emergency procedures. Just so happen if you get shot, you know what I'm saying? Not just anybody else in the range. You have to go over this, because when something happens, the first thing they're going to remember is what you told them in that safety briefing.
Right.
You got to come up with it. You got to have a medical bag on station. You got to show them what items to use in that medical bag, because you might be unconscious,
Right.
and then you got to tell them, go get help.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And where to get the help from.
Where to get the help from.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Not good help. Because if you got somebody coming in and they're worried about some tactical issue that's going on and they're slowly moving around, as opposed to somebody's hurt, somebody's down, they need help right now. This is what happened. This is the wound, and they can start from there, as opposed to now they got to triage the person and figure out where's the wound, and they got to cut your clothes off, and they're looking for it. He got shot in the chest. Boom, done deal. Now they can go straight to the chest and they look for it.
Right.
There's one place to start with. That's the last, because they don't know where the bullet may have come out at, but they can at least say, okay, I saw him get hit in the chest. The Ricochet lady, that same thing happened with her. Everybody knew exactly what happened. The call was made properly, and EMT showed up.
By themselves. The police
showed up later.
Yeah.
They showed up later, but it was almost 10, 15 minutes. The EMT was on their way out when the police got there, and they just were coming in to make sure everything was straight.
And we had a combat medic that just got in from country. He was there, and he fucking immediately treated the wound. We had another guy who had a combat bag in his truck, so he pulls that out, and they triaged and did everything. By the time the medics got there, everything was patched up, ready to go. Only thing she had to do was get in the ambulance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was too simple.
Right.
But it's
it seemed like this situation, there wasn't even a boo-boo kit out there.
No.
They don't carry medical kits out there, and that's the biggest problem with these guys. These yahoos is learning this shit from these fucking these US whatever the fuck they are organizations. You know what I'm saying? They're not teaching the aftermath. They're not teaching. The only thing they're teaching these guys how to do is fucking grab the gun, pull a trigger, shoot it 15 yards, and you're an instructor. It is more to be an instructor besides that.
Yep, but it's also more of a cookie cutter, one, and two, it's a business model for USCCA. They make money from giving the Dominus Otis and the pledge to people out on the street. And most of these guys are leveling up. They're not necessarily being instructed. And if anybody here, USCCA, defend yourselves. Let me know I'm wrong. Tell me where I'm wrong, because I see it all the time that they have a certain level. They can't analyze a shooter. They can just say, hey, this is what you need to do. And the person doesn't do it. They say, you got to do it like this. You got to do it like this. And I'm like, okay, when are you going to break down and say, okay, you got too much finger in the trigger, or your finger, you're pushing instead of pulling?
Dude, I've seen USCCA pass an instructor with a no, that wasn't you. That was NAGA. I seen NAGA. I seen NAGA pass a person as an instructor, and the person did not even have a firearm, and talking about teaching people.
Wow.
I'm like, what the fuck? What the hell is going on here? You know, and then had a nerve to try to challenge me. Hold on, you've been an instructor. I was like, bitch, I've been instructed. What the fuck? God. You know what I'm saying? We
figured the gender out on that one.
Like, I call everybody bitch.
But that bitch, I know what that one, Pimp Daddy.
Yeah.
That came out slick.
Big bad wolf
twist. They had a head twist on that.
Big bad wolf. Thank you for subscribing and following this the channel. Thank you.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I wanted to get to the Gaming Chad's question. Is it common to put a gun away with a round?
Hell yeah. If you don't carry go ahead, Al. I'm sorry.
Safety wise. If it's in a safe, if it's in a safe place, if you're putting it in a way that you may potentially have to use it in the future, absolutely.
I never have. I'm gonna say, if I have a gun in my possession, it better have a round in the chamber.
Well, he's saying put it away, not necessarily.
I'm putting it away. If it's going on my hip, it better have a round in the chamber. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm following it. You know what I'm saying?
I take it, and Gaming Chad, tell us if not, I'm taking it as in storage, like say putting it in a safe. Because I have
in the safe, all my guns are. All the guns in my safe are empty. Every single one of them.
One or two of mine, just in case I get compromised and monkeys make me go open the safe. They got
now the guns in my go bag I don't have anything in the chamber. They may have a magazine in them, but there's nothing in the chamber. Because the reason being, the go bags or the point A to point B bags, the bug out bags or go bags. Bug out bag don't have any weapons in it at all, but the go bag, that's where your weapon's supposed to be. So
Right.
my go bag has the weapons in it, and that bag can be thrown around. So I don't keep around the chamber now. It just take 2 minutes, but it has a magazine in it, so I can rack it and go. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I'm gonna connect you to Range 351 again, because me and him used to go round and around with that little debate.
What's that?
Having one
in
in
the chamber and the go
magazine,
bag.
one in the chamber. Yeah, it's no big.
Yeah, just keep the magazine in there. It's just if you throw in bags, you don't want something. Yeah. It just
I understand what you're saying.
The safety can be dislodged in the bag and all types of shit, and just some shit that can happen. You never know.
And I think it also depends on the situation, because it's like if you're on the range and you're completing a sequence, and an instructor has told you to complete the sequence and you finished it, you're supposed to have no rounds, and then you reholster, or it's a competition. I get that, but then if you go like just regular walking around, I don't ever take my gun out of the holster all day. Like I don't take it out of the holster. Like after I put it around in the chamber in the morning and I put it on my hip, I don't take it out of the holster. It doesn't come out of the holster. So if you're taking the gun out and then putting the gun back in and out, I'm like,
no need.
I think you're doing something wrong on that.
Yeah. Like once I put my gun on in the morning, I don't touch it.
Yeah, you shouldn't take it out to show people. You shouldn't take I got this. No, why are you taking it off of your hip?
Yeah, and when I put it on, there's a round in the chamber. So I'm not fucking with this thing. I'm leaving it alone. You know what I'm saying? And when I take it off at night, I'm not fucking with it. I'm not fucking checking the chamber. I know it's got one in there. You know what I'm saying? I put it in the fucking bag where I'm supposed to put it. I'll take it out the next morning and fucking do the same shit. It's like, why are you fucking with guns?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's the same, big shooter. I would imagine and hope that would be the case, but it would take an act of Congress before they get banned.
I don't think so. And this is the reason why I'm so fucking pissed off, because they let shit slide like this. And this was happened to the range back in the day, and we lost a lot of membership. And because they let stupid shit happen because they're afraid of rustling feathers.
Right.
And they're gonna get somebody killed out there. That's what's gonna fucking happen. They're letting all these yahoos, and to be an instructor on that bay, TAC Bay 1, I mean, they teach out there anyway, you gotta have $1 million policy. And it's not that expensive to get $1 million policy, but I mean, it's like
you're on the right track. You're putting money out. You're putting money out in a business enterprise, right? So you're already there. You're already making a commitment, but yet you're not committed to learning. And again, as I showed you guys, he was putting videos out that same day and that morning before this incident occurred, like he was an authority. And it's like, bro, do I need to put a compilation together with a bullet in your ass and all that shit you was talking, with holsters and don't buy cheap? And so what was your problem? What was your problem?
Yeah,
that's the crazy thing. That's the crazy. And Mike, you're absolutely right, because we just spoke about that a little bit earlier in reference to having a first aid kit on the range at all times.
But
I got one in the bag. I got tourniquets on my belts and all of that. So you got to be prepared. Go ahead.
But when it comes to first aid kit, you got to have tourniquets. You got to have blood stoppers. I don't need no fucking bandages out there. No alcohol wipes. I don't need fucking.
That's the boo boo kit, man. That's
I don't need a boo boo kit. I need a bullet stopper kit. You know what I'm saying? And that's the kits you need to have. You need to have one on you as an instructor, and there's need to be a bag that has some shit on there. You know, all of us, every single one of the instructors in this company has a
IFAC.
Not an IFAC, but you guys got tourniquets and Israeli bandages on you at all times.
And
when you're on the range.
And I got IFAC, and I also got a boo boo kit. I got one because I've had people who have just get a cut on the finger, slide bite.
You know what I do? You know what I do? Stick it in your mouth, motherfucker.
You probably do. That's you probably do.
But then I take them. Then I take them over there and patch them. Stick it in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? It's your mouth. Shit. You know, bleed it out. You know what I'm saying?
They don't want to stick their finger in the mouth because they know where their mouth's been.
That's them. Yeah, they get more.
Yeah, with both of y'all. I'm just like, oh my god, this took a turn.
That's the thing. What's that? Oh, Dear Sarge, here's thumbs up with the I believe that was what Dear Sarge right there.
Yeah, Dear Sarge, Big Wolf, 3172. Cool.
Make it right.
You got the chat with the cooperate. Made it. You bitch.
Cooperate. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So it just make me sick because you guys can just go to these guys' ranges and let's look at their safety protocol, and it's ridiculous. They don't have any, you know. And so when you get out there and you look at these bad safety protocols, it's this disaster that's waiting to happen. What is this?
That both of these are good comments coming up.
Go ahead.
Big Shooter says that at a range north of town, 2 people have shot themselves in the classroom, and they still let the instructor hold classes there. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah,
that's crazy. You can speak on that, Al. But the one that I was also saying is Mike is reinforcing what you just said. Is that you have to be trained to use the kit. If you don't know what you're doing with it, you're a waste of time.
Don't come up here with this. I was in the fucking Army, or I was in the fucking Air Force. I was a fucking Coast Guard, and you motherfuckers never used this shit. You know what I'm saying? And you don't even practice this stuff. You know, you don't even practice it on yourself. So when some shit happens, you sit up here and nut up and trying not to look bad because the person's bleeding out. And a lot of you guys, if a person's bleeding out, shooting heavy duty blood, you guys are passed the fuck out anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, dude. I mean, it's gonna be a messy fucking job. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be able to
messy jobs. Dear Sarge said he heard Tampon Tim always rolls with stop bullet hole fillers.
Yeah. No, he'd say, oh, I thought he was gonna say bullet hole. Yeah, tampons do work, and but you got it. I carry the Israeli bandage. They're like $6, and the reason why they're almost more suckable than a tampon. You know what I'm saying? For blood and more absorbent. And so that's the reason why I carry them. And them things, as long as they still say sealed, they're in a double seal, they can last for 20 years or more in that pouch. As long as you don't cut the seal. You know what I'm saying? And even as expiration date goes out, I had an EMT tell me, even if the expiration goes out, you know, and a lot of EMTs use those. You know what I'm saying? And they just don't tell you.
Right, and especially in their personal time. Gaming Chad, only if a discharge negligence causes damage to either a person or property will it actually be reported. Because there's times when guys fired around this and they follow 3 of the 4 golden rules and the round goes off into the dirt. Right. My biggest thing to people all the time is the muzzle. Watch your muzzle. You can do a lot of times you could get away with the finger on the trigger. But if that muzzle is in the wrong fucking place, there ain't a whole lot of getting away with them. If you put the muzzle in the wrong place, okay.
So I think what he's asking is if you have an ND on a range, it goes in one of the berms or over the berm, or shoot any of the fixtures that's on the range that's not downrange where you're supposed to be shooting at. No, the police will not get involved.
Right.
Okay. Only the ranger get involved. You'll probably lose your membership as an instructor. You know what I'm saying?
If somebody gets shot, you have to contact local authorities.
Yeah. It has to be reported.
Right. So police will get involved in that one.
Because if you don't report it, it becomes a crime at that point. And you will get charged. Is that a felony or misdemeanor? Covering up an incident? Al?
That could be a misdemeanor. It can be both, depending on how bad you do it.
Okay.
Basically, you're lying is what comes down to.
Right. So you got to be very careful of that. So if somebody gets hurt or shot, the police need to make an incident report because they don't know if that once they go to the hospital is going to report it anyway. And so now it can be looked at as a suicide, a robbery. They don't know, so they're gonna report it. You know what I'm saying? Now you're in there answering all types of questions, and you're gonna make yourself look stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Therapy range is here.
Yeah, there he is. What's happening, my man?
Wolf's his
comment.
his comment.
What's that?
Oh my God.
What's that? All you need is a roll of paper towels and some electric tape. Yeah, it will work if you know what you're doing. If you got the right type of paper towels.
You get some what's that brawny, the picker upper?
As long as this is not on a major artery. If it's on one of the major arteries, I don't give a fuck. You better have a tourniquet because it's you try to patch that up, they're gonna still bleed out on you. Yeah. And I don't. It's gonna be a waterworks. You know what I'm saying?
Is there all right? So if we go martial arts or like samurai, I'm getting kind of like into the philosophical side of it, right? With the samurai, the whole point was to strike. Like, I don't give a shit about if you get cut, if you die, any of that. The point is that you kill the target. Like,
with one blow, one blow.
Like, right. So I also feel like there's an element to this where sometimes, like, even playing football, I talked to my boys about that. Don't think about potentially trying to survive this encounter if it's really like that. Like, I just like I'm saying, I'm like in your mind, like that's too much mind. That was always the thing I was told by any of my instructors. Too much mind. Don't think, just do. Because if you're not gonna do it, or if you think about it, you're gonna hesitate. And then it's like, you know, and I feel like a lot of this is about that, you know, like you like also like understand if something happens, that shouldn't be the case, but you need to be laser focused at all times anyway. Like when that happened, and I was out there with a few of my guys that I work with, and we all kind of looked at each other and were just like, we're always nervous when we put a holster or we holster a firearm. If we ever were to unholster it and not like discharge rounds, we're always like, I move my leg forward a little bit. I look at it. I make sure I follow it in with my hand and guide nice and smooth. Like, no, don't ever just go cavalier. Oh, I'm just gonna shove it in. No, like, what's wrong with you?
You
like,
take your time.
Ask, like, oh, why don't you, you know, like, or they always ask, like, are you nervous carrying appendix? And I'm like, no. I'm not nervous if I'm standing up all day and then I don't ever touch it, you know, like, but if I'm going to go in and get in a vehicle, I take the holster and the gun out and I slide it over to the side and then I go and I sit, but I don't take the gun out. You know, like the gun always has a round in it. Don't take it out and fiddle with it. That's how you hurt yourself. That's how you get those things that go on like that.
That one's a good one. The bounty or brawny, I'm down. But the next one right here, because this gets into the statistic part, is what gets into the next part is what not to do, right? And what not to do is have more respect for the firearm.
Yeah,
all time. And as Omar just when he was speaking to it, is the not casual, but a definite fear of what could happen. When you stop that fear, that's when accidents happen. When you get casual with it and it's just old hat, that's when accidents happen. That's when you're at the worst. You're the worst at that point because now you're stopping and showing everybody, hey, you look what I did. I got what's that stupid shit they do? Look, I got color fill on my gun. You want to see it? No, I don't want to see no fucking crayons on your goddamn gun. No.
But if you notice, I was just thinking a few minutes ago, if you notice NH26s and how often instructors shoot themselves, and probably you can Google that shit and look it up. I'm not doing it. But
it happens.
Yeah.
But good weak instructors.
Yeah, and a lot of instructors have lost their lives on the fucking ranges on this shit.
Yep.
I noticed when we're on the range and we still got live rounds in our pistols. You guys ever notice what we do? We'll always stop talking and we'll take our time and look down and reholster. You ever notice that?
Right.
Let's think about the actions we have done on the range. And I know I saw you two guys do it, and I'll be talking to you guys, and you guys will stop talking. You fucking just take your time and fucking look down and reholster. Yep. Yeah. And it's like, that's the most critical time. And because you're making sure your fingers off the fucking trigger, you got a clear action going in there. Yeah, and you're not fucking around dancing and shit. You know what I'm saying?
The two most important times, the 2 times opportunities for accidental discharge is drawing
and holster.
Those are the 2 times.
Yep.
Once you get the gun out, and if you're a person that puts the gun on the deck, you have less opportunity for a accidental discharge than anybody else. So if you never want to have an issue with the gun, put the gun on the deck, pick the gun up from the deck, and then load it. If you are like us and we want to get to the next level and you're carrying it, when you go to draw and when you go to holster, look it in. You can look it out, but you can definitely look it in. When you know where it is, so you don't have to see it, then you draw. But when you go to put it away, you need to take a peek down to make sure that everything is clear and then it's going in smooth, because that's the problem. And I'm kid you not, I bet you we're gonna find out that this dude, either he had some crappy ass holster that he was talking against, or finger on the trigger.
And I heard a tidbit that I caught. I'm just gonna call him from T, and he said that the guy has a race pistol that he likes to do that stuff with. And that
you can't teach concealed carry if you're running a race gun. It's not the same thing. Nope. You know what I'm saying? And that's why
for a 3.5, 4 pound trigger, no way.
Yeah, that's why you guys ever saw me. If I never taught, you guys never seen me take my race rifle out to teach rifle tactics. Nope. You know, I always bring up that trusty fucking AR. You know what I'm saying?
Which I really like. I really like that damn AR. I like that thing.
And gaming chat real quick. That lady,
read it.
I'm telling you. Well, you guys can read it. Everybody knows.
Okay, they gotta tell the audience who can't see.
He saw the Secret Service lady trying to holster her gun during the Trump assassination, and she had to look at. If she had taken one freaking second to look down after even the first 2 fumbles, if the third time she looked down and saw where it was, she would have been okay. Should have been okay.
But it's a thing called
any practitioner would have been like, "Yep, she's fine." But the fake off like now there's a threat that's bullshit.
But it's a thing called tunnel vision. If you guys ever had tunnel vision before, tunnel vision, if you're in a very high state of non-training or adrenaline, so high, panic is so high, what'll happen is it'll take all your vision and put it into a focus ring. Okay. And when that happens, you don't hear anything. You don't see anything. You only see what's directly in front of you. So she could have been looking down and she probably never saw her holster. You know what I'm saying? And so she went back to looking at the audience because, you know, she's in fear and panic and she don't know what's happening. So, so you got to understand that tunnel vision is a real thing and it will destroy you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why training. That's why the military trains. So those guys don't get tunnel vision and freak out and freeze on you. You know what I'm saying?
You go from 180-degree vision to 90. Or less. Yeah. Because all of a sudden you can't see anything on the side. It's everything right in front of you.
Yeah.
And most people don't turn their head, so they're gonna limit, and then you get that just like that.
And you can't hear. You cannot hear anything. It just shuts everything's down. And you're just like yelling at a guy or whatever, and they're just not moving, man. It's like
but that's also a part of fear and not training, improper training, because you should have training that pushes you not necessarily to reality, because you're never going to get there, but it pushes you to a point where whether it's like cold and you have to fight through and make your fingers work, or make something happen when you going through some adversity, somebody holding you back, those type of things before it actually happens to you in reality. Once it happens to you in reality, the human body, everybody does something different. You know, the fact that she was able to move afterwards, you know, and come up with the idea, or act like I'm scanning. You're scanning a man that's been shot with a rifle from a distance. That pistol is not going to match that. That scanning with the right, it may fool some of the people, but I was sitting there like, what the fuck are you doing?
Some of the people, some of the time.
There you go.
It depends on the range. If I'm taking you out with a rifle less than 20 yards, yeah, I might.
Nah, that dude shot 150 yards.
Oh, there's no
more.
reason to scan. You're already scanning.
She
You're
never
scanning
saw who it was.
just by looking in the direction you're scanning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I'm saying is she went to
time
fake
to
us
just
all
throw
out
your
by
body
saying,
in the way.
I got it covered. I got him covered. No, you ain't got nothing. You in the wrong place in the wrong job. Sorry, sis.
Right. I'm sure that the woman's soiled herself that day. Yeah, the other one used for
Yep.
okay.
Damn.
I'm telling you, man, he's crafty.
Yeah,
crafty.
Yeah, the truth. I hope they gave her a new assignment. You know what I'm saying? And Secret Service today, I guess, if you don't see him on the news because they're kind of keeping it secret, but his Secret Service has been beefed up, very heavy, because you saw he went back to the scene of where he was almost killed at, and they were setting up barricades all around the freaking area. You know what I'm saying? So if you was going to shoot him, you had to be higher than those barricades or on top of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. And this one I like. Sarge had to go back and get this one. We were going through some stuff earlier, but you guys, us, have international audience with Gaming Chad dropping in 2 for 3. Alpha's getting big time. Thank you, sir. Thank you. We got the Canadian shows up every once in a while. He was here earlier. I don't know if he's still. I can't see. He hasn't commented in a while. But Gaming Chad, thank you for stopping by as well. I think these are Canadian guys or international of some sort.
We'll still thank that to you, dear Sarge and Tulag, because you guys put us on to game and you guys brought us up. So we really appreciate you guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
And Therapy Range.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and Therapy Range too. He brought us on the show. Yeah, we're not gonna forget him. And yeah, you guys are always you'll always have a place on this show. You know what I'm saying?
Sarge.
And Mrs. Sarge. And so
702.
Yeah, 702. Yeah, Big Mike. Everybody, Big Shooter, anybody that come on this page, you guys, shut up, Al.
Shout out.
Shout out. I know what you're doing, motherfucker.
Hey.
Why you just fucking read them off your goddamn self? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck?
The big bad wolf.
Right. Put up the next one from Gaming Chad. He said, he said Elon Musk was jumping around on stage in Butler. He knew if he was moving, it would be difficult to get shot. Oh my God. Matter of fact, that's a good way to segue into this politics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and you guys know voting starts on I think it's after the 15th or the 15th, early voting in the state of Georgia.
It starts the 15th in Georgia.
Yeah. And that's Thursday. And so get out and goddamn vote. If you have a gun and believe in guns, you can vote for the other side if you want for that female. She gonna take them. You know what I'm saying? But
no doubt.
Myself, I'm voting for Trump. And because I believe in guns, Second Amendment, I believe in this country. And this is not a goddamn democracy. It's a republic, you son of bitches. So remember that too. And
understand the difference.
Yeah, and it makes a huge difference. Now, California just changed themselves into a democracy because they just single-handedly signed a petition to get rid of all IDs in the state. And that means anybody can vote.
I'll say it like this.
Yeah.
I'll say it like this. If you look up history and especially ancient history, I really like this stuff, but there's a split. Democracy is Greek, Republic is Roman or Italian. You need to look up how the Greeks did democracy and how the Romans did the Republic. And then what happened to both of them, because the Romans eclipsed the democracy with the Republic, but the Republic ended up becoming a dictatorship, and then an emperor, and then 2 emperors. So it's like if you follow it, just understand there's pitfalls in both, but then at the same time, when it comes to a republic, there's a lot more, I'm gonna say, economic opportunity for those who have the pioneering spirit. That's all I got.
Bro, so what happens when this backfires in the California folks' face? Newsom is
they're gonna flee and they're gonna
start a blue guy.
So Texas into Georgia.
We got 2 chats to put up too. And so what's happening is you no longer get an ID to vote in the state of California. So that means all those illegals that flooded the state, they're trying to make the state stay blue. So like I said, Al, I'm hoping like hell this backfires and they get so many people to vote that they have people in the country and that it just goes red. You know what I'm saying? And Big Shooter says, hit the damn thumbs up button, y'all.
Please.
I can't put it up on my end. I went to it and was trying to make it run, but I can't. I think you can you do you see the text button on your side, Al? Like the theme, the text, and the media under the studio. I don't think you see it. I
don't have studio, bro.
Okay. All right, cool. And gaming chat, America, Trump. Yep. Trump all the way. And so you guys got to vote. We're still in the state of we're still in the month of October. October surprise can still happen. I think the biggest October surprise is happening on their end. She's making a complete fool out of herself.
Oh yeah, that was it, word salad one. That was funny.
Yeah, there's a 60-minute show that came out tonight. She's making another fool out of
herself. And that was her folks. That's her folks. Those were softballs, and she's how you strike out in t-ball.
This is what happens with a woman who sleeps her way to the top.
Oh wow,
this is it. Yeah, this is it. This is the popular girls who was popular with sex everywhere and didn't have to study, and you guys know she didn't pass the bar. She's never was a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? So
dude, stop. How did she not be a lawyer? She was the highest lawyer in the state. You don't need to be a
lawyer to be AG. It's appointed position. You know this.
Oh my goodness. She was a what the hell them things? She was
she never prosecuted. She never prosecuted. Attorney. She didn't prosecute anybody, bro. Look it up.
Look at the damn. So all of those ads are lies?
Yes. They're all lies.
Oh my God.
The people are coming out and talking about it. They're lies, bro. It didn't happen. It didn't happen.
What about the dude that was upset because she put him in jail and had evidence and she didn't take a look at the evidence and he wound up getting off later on?
I don't think she was in the courtroom. I think it was her policies that did it, not her. Now he did see her after the fact, and I think she smiled at him. I'm not sure if on his case, I didn't study his case, but I was looking at the other case with the woman, and I don't think she because I know she never passed the bar. I do know that.
She was a district attorney and an attorney general in California.
Yeah, but both
of those titles have attorney in them.
You don't need to be an attorney. Those are appointed positions. You do know that. Willie Brown appointed her to those positions. He was the man that made her career.
What the hell? What position he held? I hear that name all the time.
Willie Brown was the governor, not the governor, but the mayor of San Francisco.
Oh, that man. Well, she did incarcerate some transgenders.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Sarge, leave it alone. Sarge.
Yeah, I'm surprised. But the 60-minute show is already up, and I guess she's getting flack about it already. Because
they were roasting her with that one. She made no sense. It was like, what the fuck is she saying?
And see what they did to this should make everybody mad. They gave goddamn Ukraine fucking $8 billion. What do people in Florida get? 750. They just gave the Palestinians $157 billion. What the people in Florida get, North Carolina get, $750 per household. So where are they? And then they got the nerve, and that's what the guy on 60 Minutes was saying. You guys gave this Ducey that asked the press secretary. You guys gave out this money to a foreign entity without the approval of Congress. But when the people in our own country are asking for help and money, now you're saying we need the approval from Congress. So if you don't see where they're about to take you, they're taking you where I don't give a damn about you. Give me the vote. I want power. Screw you, American people, because we got a surprise for you coming down the road once we get in power. And if you guys think this is not you think this is a joke, and you think you're going to be unscathed because you think you're going to be voting for a black female who's not black, and she's Irish Indian. That's what's coming down the pipe. The New York Times, Washington Post, everybody's reporting on this. She's Irish Indian. They changed her book to make it look like she had black parents.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's a second division, the second publication in her book. Now, you guys know she only been married to her husband for a couple of years. This whole thing has been orchestrated to elevate this woman up on this high stage. I always thought the Manchurian candidate would be a man and a white man, but it's actually an Indian female.
Wow.
This is it right here. So if you want this republic to be and still standing after November 5th, you better do the right thing.
Because I found her bar record and she passed it on the second time. She failed
the second time
and passed the second time.
If she tuck it,
1990.
If she tuck it the second time, somebody probably her husband's a catcher. He dated men, not men, he dated females. Her husband was a playboy, you know what I'm saying? And he had plenty. Her husband's got plenty. He's a very rich man. You know, rich men get women. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows this. And I mean, they can get women like no tomorrow. You got money, you can get a woman. You know what I'm saying? You can get a hot one too. Sure. So it's the broke dudes not having good looking women. But
I think as a catcher, he means at like the Diddy party, Diddy would like him.
Yeah,
I don't know because
a lot of baby oil.
The only names that's coming up out of the Diddy party is the no.
They said that dude with the suits. What's the dude with the suits? Family Feud dude.
Oh yeah, his wife divorced him,
and he bouncing. No, that dude is leaving.
Big teeth.
Yeah, that
dude.
guy. Can't think of his name.
Yeah, he's got
Kings of Comedy. Who's that?
Yeah, he was a horrible comedian. Horrible comedian.
The Kings of Comedy guy. He's trying to get out of the
Yale Hughley.
No, he's one of them.
Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey. His wife divorced him. And also the basketball player Gabrielle Union just to put in for a divorce for her husband.
What? Yeah. Whoa! What?
It happened last night. You know what I'm saying?
See, look, all of this.
Because the thing of it is, it's not the parties that they're worrying about.
She will Smith them.
Hold on.
Will Smith that man.
Well, he He Will Smith a lot of people.
Will Smith.
A lot of people. God. But the thing of it is, it's the underage children that's the problem that's starting to come out and say, hey, I was at that party and they did this to me. You know what I'm saying? You got over 120 different victims.
Well, I'll tell you, I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't delve into it too deep. I just no pun intended.
Yeah.
Other than I'd say this is my thing. If people are showing up and saying that things happen to them without any expectation of monetary gain, there's something going on that it's like,
oh wow,
you know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like
I just found something. Go ahead.
Oh no! I'm just saying it's kind of rough. That's kind of the thing I'm thinking. I'm like, if they're like saying it and it's like, no, I don't need any money. I'm just telling you because I need to tell the truth. And I felt like I couldn't. It's like, yeah, that's
it's rumored
rough.
that people look at his
I
last
saw
girl,
that. Yeah,
his last girlfriend, that had the children by, what was her name? Real pretty chick. I can't think of her name.
Died? You talking about?
Yeah, she died, but she also stated that
she's gonna tell all book.
Yeah, but she also stated that Diddy got to her and killed her. So because she got pneumonia out of this total healthy woman got pneumonia.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And it was alleged that he had something to do with that ammonia.
Yeah. So everybody who came out with a tell-all book is all dead. Everybody who was coming out with a tell-all book, every single one of them is dead. So, you gotta look at it. The guy was powerful in the industry.
Still around?
No, she didn't tell that type of a book. She
talked about Diddy, but she never said his name.
No. So she was smart. You know what I'm saying? And she wanted to stay alive. Yeah,
everyone knew.
Right. So everybody in the industry knew about Diddy because you look at these photographs that's coming out. They were all there. Now, something happened at one Diddy party when Denzel Washington got into an argument with Diddy.
Yeah.
And they got into a big heated argument, and then Denzel Washington left. I don't know if Denzel Washington saw the children there and flipped out on the dude and decided he left and not come back, and but everybody's name's coming up in the Ellen DeGeneres, her name's in there. Oprah's, they're about to get her too.
I bet you if they compare Diddy's list with the Epstein list, I bet
it's probably close. It's probably close. Now, and they
just trying to out freak them.
They're just naming the names in there, and we're hearing Obama's name is being mentioned too, and his old lady. So
his name was supposed to be on the manifest for the plane for Epstein's plane.
Yeah. So all the political leaders' names have been taken off the list so far, but the prosecutor said they're going to name everybody. So I'm waiting on those names to come out so we can know. LeBron James, he's another one. He's in there. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And he's also quiet. He's like, I'm not saying anything, but they don't know.
I'm no fool.
They don't know one of the tapes he has from the freak off was sold on the black market for $500 million. The photographs are starting to circulate around. Yeah. So Jennifer Lopez, they heard Jay-Z, was in with him. Ja Rule, all these cats, man. All these dudes.
I'm surprised you knew that one, Al. Damn,
come on, man. I used to listen to Ja Rule. These guys we used to listen to from the 90s all the way up were in these freak offs, and Diddy had them. He had every single one of them. He had them. You know what I'm saying? And think about this. DMX tried to talk about this in some of his music, and everybody called him crazy. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lyric apparently Eminem put in one of them, and it's very cryptic, but it starts off, he spells the word rapper, but he takes one P out, and he flips it, and basically he's talking about Diddy.
Right.
And it's like, wow, but dude is a wordsmith as it is, bro. So
yeah, look at what's that dude, the white dude who was there wiping the stuff off his face. What's his name? Justin Bieber. I didn't see that one. Justin Bieber. Yeah, they got a video of Justin Bieber coming up from the dude's crouch, man, in the club or something, and he had all his stuff on his face.
Put that on the beeves.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, I don't put that on the beeves.
So, but Justin Bieber is admitting that that stuff happened. Stuff happened. You know what I'm saying?
I don't doubt it, because I think at one time Puffy took him under his wing.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So you had Usher. You had Usher who went to Diddy Flavor Camp, and then you had the other execs who
Usher. Let me read this first, and I'm gonna tell you about Usher.
Which one?
Oh no! Oh boy.
the Sean Thomas, this
Diddy
Big
thing?
Daddy thing is big political interest in the A-list celebrities. Yes.
Yeah.
And they mostly are sexual deviants. Every single one of them that's on this list. Okay. And they were probably hoping Trump was on there, but he's not.
Nope.
So
He took his own plane. He took his own plane.
Usher got abused by
he went his own way.
Usher got abused by P. Diddy, and he
Smart
had
man.
to go. He had to go to the hospital from the incident. You know what I'm saying? So this guy,
That's a record right there.
yeah, this guy, he's not gentle with this. You know
That's
what I'm
his
saying?
confession.
And that's why all the baby lube, because he's not gentle with this.
God.
He's going in there and he rough dogging these dudes.
I'm not.
And some of the and one of the dudes said he couldn't walk after. I mean, he's splitting these dudes in half, dude. And because you got to look at the freak off parties, they went for 3 days straight. They not only had an IV station, they gave you cocaine, they gave you Adderall, they gave you all the drugs you needed to keep going, and fed you, and you just started again. You know what I'm saying? So
same note that you're saying, Gaming Chad is right on line with that. He said, but this is Monday morning quarterbacking. If you didn't openly call this stuff out, you are an accomplice, and you knew and could have done something about it to stop it. Talking about those kids.
Right. Because number one, Diddy is not afraid of murdering people. And seeing that's what had a lot of people so afraid.
Tupac.
Because he wasn't afraid of having people killed. And everybody knew he would shoot you. I mean, the guy will shoot you. And he'll put a gun to you in a heartbeat. I mean,
what you told me something about. Wait a minute, you told me something about this too. The J-Lo and Ben Affleck separated because it came out that she was the one in the club and she had a gun, something of that nature.
Yeah, she shot the other rapper.
She saw Diddy shoot the dude and then blamed it on the guy, and he went to jail for a long time. When he got out, he went right back to Jamaica and said, "The hell with this, fuck America. I don't want to see that shit anymore."
Right, and J-Lo,
Belizean.
I don't know.
Wherever the hell he's from, he went back to one of mine.
I don't know.
But J-Lo was in these.
I'm sorry. I don't know.
But J-Lo was doing all this freak off stuff with this guy. Right. You know, she was down with it. You know what I'm saying? And she, just like Cassie and all these, she was down with it too.
Is she Puerto Rican?
I don't know what the hell she is. Cassie? She crazy.
No, I'm not Puerto Rican. No, I don't like Cassie, but Jennifer Lopez.
I think she's Cuban, ain't she? She might be Puerto Rican or Cuban or something.
I don't know. I'm just wondering. Look, the islands and a lot of places in South America are really nice places.
Only thing I know is she's nasty.
I'm saying that's why I say they're nice places.
She's nasty, dude. So they were doing all this nasty stuff.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's just you just don't want to do it at a Diddy party.
I mean, just don't do it with
just
kids.
Don't do it with Diddy.
Don't do it with kids and all this stuff.
You don't want to hear this vague bullshit that I just found. So she's Puerto Rican, right? But the first one says Jennifer Lopez, a U.S. Latina, is inherently bicultural. Her innate code switching abilities have helped her become a natural shape-shifting entertainer, a unique quality that had kept her in the pop culture zeitgeist for nearly 3 decades.
Right.
That the fuck, but basically, bottom line, she's Puerto Rican,
right?
From the Bronx.
I was just wondering.
From the Bronx,
right?
Damn.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yep.
But yeah, she's been known to be on that way. You know, Big Mike said he's not gentle. No, he ain't, bro. He was busting these dudes.
Damn.
You know. So, I mean,
damn, Sarge.
Yeah. What does Sarge says?
Oh,
he blamed it on. Listen, I'll show you right here. I thought I did have it posted.
Oh, you did.
He
blamed it on Unfolding Joker. He made that for Everqueer video.
Oh my God.
I remember.
And see, and that was another thing. If you wasn't so what happened was the people would be there until a certain time, then they tell the folks to leave if you wasn't down with this. And then spike your drink. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So if they spike your drink, and next thing you know, you waking up with a couple of dudes in your bed, you know, and Diddy's up in there, and you all naked, and you like, oh hell, you know, and you feeling some strange pain.
Yeah, dude, he's guilty.
Yeah.
Because right there, when you start putting drugs into it and taking it against people's will, yeah, you fucked.
Yeah, well,
literally.
I think he's a fall guy. I really do think it's a fall. I don't think he's going to live long, and this is why they did not let the FBI arrest him. They let Homeland Security in control, in charge of him, and they won't give him bail. You know what I'm saying? They keep denying him bail because they know they know he's gonna come up dead or he's gonna be a flight risk. So
I think he's gonna Nino Brown the situation and tell everybody.
Oh, definitely.
He's already said he's gonna tell everybody.
He's gonna tell everything.
Yeah, I mean,
and this is my only thing is, I just feel like everybody is very gullible because everybody believed in good shit and weren't skeptical. So
everybody know Diddy was dirty. I mean, you look at him; he's like a snake, man, slimy and all kinds of dudes.
But everybody
come on,
lets
dude.
that shit happen.
No, any man kissing another grown man on the lips and acting like it's a greeting. Come on, it's a little weird, dude.
What about that other dude, the Birdman from down south? He's in it.
He's in it.
Louisiana is not Louisiana. New Orleans don't consider that. That's not South.
What is that? They call themselves the Dirty South.
No, that's Louisiana. No.
You want to be the Dirty South?
No, we're Dirty South.
Okay,
that's Louisiana. That's a part of the Louisiana Purchase.
That's dirtiest.
That's the Louisiana Purchase. That is the Mississippi River Basin. That is not South. That is not South.
Okay.
No.
Oh man,
and Texas. Texas is not South.
Texas is Texas. West. That's West.
Texas is Texas.
Didn't everyone sign an NDA? Yes, they did. Gaming chat. I remember hearing from when something happened on Beaver's birthday party that everyone attended had to sign an NDA, and also they took all their phones and stuff. All their phones were locked up, so no pictures and things like that to happen. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. When you start seeing that, it's time to go. It's time to go, bro. You got to sign a legal document just to have a party. I'm good, man. I'm out. There's no need for me to be here. Something obvious is going to happen, and they don't want nobody to tell on you. No.
And they had girls that would come out. These were paid. I don't know if they were paid girls, but they would get topless and they would naked right in front of everybody, you know, and start having sex with people right in front of everybody. And so everybody's standing around looking at this shit. And then if you're high on some narcotic, and next thing you know, it happens. You just like, oh, I guess this is the party. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I see. And you just slide right in.
It slide right. Next thing you know, your clothes coming off. But the only problem is this dude was videotaping all this stuff.
Yeah, I heard about it.
You know, so if
but I just see Steve Harvey. He doesn't look like he has a lot of impulse control. I'll see him
with the big ass teeth, and so it looked like it would have. He violated his own NDA. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. By recording them. So it's like, come on, dude.
But if you, it was like, I think you said, damn, Al, there's another one you said. You said they were selling on the black market or the underground market.
One of them got sold on the black market so far. 500 million. Yeah. The pictures are
all right. So this is the thing. I have this thought process because I'm like this, like, so like
no.
Okay, no, like, okay, all right. So like at any moment on your phone, you could type in some like heinous stuff, right? And get videos of it, right? So this is my thing. I'm like, okay, so whatever video it was, like, do you think it was like soft core stuff? Or
no,
are we talking like?
I think this was hard.
I think this was Caligula 2020.
This
Okay, all
was,
right. You know what? Thank
You
you.
looking at
You gave me some. You gave me.
you
some.
looking at 20
All right,
people,
so Nero
20 people,
Caligula
20
type shit. All
20
right,
people.
like
Look
horse
at
heads and shit.
look
Yes.
at 20 people with music
Freak off.
going high on this gigantic fucking bed with lube going at it. Not
Lots
only
of lube.
women, but men and men on men and women on women and men and women on women. You know what I'm
Lots of
saying?
baby oil.
Yes,
Lots and lots of
straight
baby
up
oil.
hedonistic. You thought you was in the depths of hell doing
Right.
this shit.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And then because at first it starts off cool and then you can't get the fuck out. And it's suffocating.
Well, see, that's the part. That's the part that. All right, see, that's the part where I had to go. No, he just helped me out there because I'm like, okay, all right, because this is
Because
what
Al said it when Al said
limits.
the
got
way
limits,
it rolled
and the
into it.
limits-
And then I see you're
Yeah.
chilling out, you have a few drinks, you see
Yeah.
some things going on, and it starts moving, and then
Okay.
all of a sudden you see a big tray of baby oil go by. And it don't bother
Like,
you.
hold on,
And
wait
then
a
you
minute.
see another
Yeah,
tray.
all right, there we go.
No,
Yeah,
what
I'm like,
was-
wait, whoa,
Gallons
what
of
was-
baby
what was-
oil.
What would stop me if I see a topless woman just walking around? Then I got a little problem. You know what I'm saying? That I just keyed me. I was like, what the fuck?
That's
Now if
not
she
true.
goes over there and start blowing somebody or two women making out, it's time for me to go, bro.
But that stops
My
you,
kind of
though.
party. That's
But
not
yo,
my party.
But wait a minute.
I'm
Wait a
not
minute.
into
What
that.
about
Wait a
what
minute.
about people that have all right? Because I'm like, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, if
I
that's
go
your
to
limit,
if I go to a strip joint, I expect to see that. But if
Okay,
I'm going to
okay.
your house,
Mhm.
I don't expect to see
an
that.
Private
entertainment-
invitation
but an
only.
entertainment
Private
party?
invitation only.
I don't give a damn if that's not my cup of tea, bro.
Right.
What if
You won't
I'm
get
there-
caught up.
What about
That's
all
why
right,
you
what
won't get
about
caught up.
lingerie parties?
What
I don't
about
do that, bro.
What about when you're
I
trying
don't do
to
that.
I'm saying,
get
but
to the next
I'm
level?
just saying.
I don't
I'm
go to
just-
no pajama parties. I don't do none of that shit. That's not my
Okay.
fucking thing, man.
What about a white
because
party?
next,
saying, all right,
because
this is
What about a
look,
white
all
party?
I'm
you
saying is
now
What
white
about
party.
wait,
Yeah, I
wait,
went to a
wait,
white
wait,
party. I had to
wait
go
a
buy
minute.
some white
No,
shit once.
wait a minute.
And I
wait
think
a
those are
minute.
stupid. I think white parties are fucking dumb.
Wait
I
a
can't keep.
minute.
I can't keep
Wait
fucking
a
clean.
minute. No, I don't care about.
Fucking-
I don't care
no.
about that. No. You've told me some stuff about some of the countries that you've been to and the stuff that you've seen. Now,
It don't
you
mean I was
might not have
indulging,
participated.
motherfucker.
You might not have participated.
Yeah, like
You
I
might
was
not
sitting there with this
participated.
fucking shit juicing on me, dog.
But none of your guys around you, that was important. Like that was like, oh shit, this motherfucker is into. Oh shit, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Yo,
that's
all right, man. Hey, look, you do you. I'm not important.
Hold
Hey,
on, man.
all right, all right. With all that said,
giving
with
a-
everything
no,
that
I'm
said, I
just
got one
saying.
question. I got one question real quick.
Okay.
Can you imagine Oprah flopping out at the party? At one of these
No,
parties?
that's
Hey,
no.
It's equal opportunity, bro. Somebody
No.
got to do Oprah.
Okay,
Somebody
no,
gotta
you know
do
what?
Oprah.
You know what? No,
Now,
gaming
they said
chat.
some of the people
Gaming
had
chat
masks
just
on,
did it.
too.
No, he just said it for me. That was my thing. I'm like,
What?
what would
What?
be
He's
so
gonna bring-
valuable that I would pay that much money to get a tape for? And that would be if I saw a celebrity like Oprah
Right.
do
Mhm.
some heinous shit.
Blackmail.
Okay, I
Blackmail.
get it. But
Blackmail's
I'm
coming.
like this. I'm like, what is it that I cannot type in on Pornhub that was going on here? You get what I'm saying? Like
Thank you,
I've
bro.
seen
We
some
working
stuff,
on it.
man.
Pornhub
Right.
was tame compared to what being cut
No,
out.
Exactly.
But
I
saying,
always-
I'm
I-
just,
all right.
I'm
So
kinda
O's
going
trying to say
B-rated.
something that he can get for
I can
free.
go
under-
Why would he
heavy
pay
R,
500 million
Not
for?
this.
heavy
this-
R, some of these
don't.
other things.
Heavy R, dude. This was 12x when you got children.
Okay.
Involved.
No. I'm saying no. I'm not
Yeah.
bringing children into the
Dude,
mix.
that
I'm
that
talking
shit,
adults.
that's
you
what-
would be
I'm
hard
not
pressed to
explaining.
find that on the
That's
Black
what
Dark
was
Web.
at the.
So
That's
I'm
what
saying, is
was
that-
at
is that
most of the
confirmed?
parties. The children that was
It's
at the
illegal.
most of the parties. That was
Okay.
the biggest.
I don't
the
follow.
thing.
I don't know. I just
It
hear
was
people talk
children.
about
There's underage kids. Was
Okay.
at that's what they're getting in from the trafficking thing. The
Right.
underage children that was at these parties,
Also,
and
sex workers crossing state lines.
yeah, that's another one too.
So,
And,
so what? So being
From Miami
having
to
money,
different
having
places.
money and being able to fly women out is a problem.
No, when they're sex workers, it is because he brought
They-
people who were registered sex workers from one place to across country without a.
And they're having sex with people who didn't. Most of them didn't consent. You get in there and drink your drink, and you passing out, and this dude on top of you doing the fucking.
I needed this. I need this.
You know
this is what I need.
Hey.
I need both of you guys to help me out with this because I'm trying to figure this out here,
bro. The source is right there.
I mean,
that's the source right there. That guy, bro. He was talking to me, and I'm like, what?
Diddy was raping dudes.
Yeah, basically.
Dudes and women. He was raping these people, man.
So then nobody.
Now some of them. Now hold on. Some of them was willing participants, but some of them wasn't. Okay. Look at the tapes. He used to bring males in to have sex with Cassidy and group sex. He'd be in the corner whacking this thing off, watching and stuff.
So like a cup.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Then I don't know if he played every role. The dude was he was Caligula on another level. Yep. In the 20, you know, and this dude, he thought he was above it all. This did not happen until he tried to sue Chirac. He never owned that. I was going to say
label. Diego is the alcohol company.
He never owned it.
This what you just said, Al. When you start fucking with people and people go look you up.
Yeah,
because they're gonna back you off, and then when they pull one string and your whole goddamn sweater falls off, hey, not my problem, bro. You shouldn't have came after me.
Diego is
right, but however, it's all backfiring. It's all backfiring on him because he's like, I got tapes, motherfuckers, and they didn't get them all.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And you guys thought the feds got all the tapes, but they did not get all the tapes. Okay. Gaming chat, did you also hear that a personal bodyguard, Diddy Freeman Muhammad, owns a lot of property on the southern border? Guess what? Someone needs property on the border for trafficking.
Exactly. Come this way. Come through here.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I mean, this
for
thing.
A fee, I got a nice line that you won't find, and Border Patrol doesn't know.
We're gonna find out government officials was involved in this thing. This is. This thing is the only way they
see some judges.
Yeah, the only way they got to keep him in jail. They got to keep him alive. But if he dies, it all dies with him. Just like Epstein, everybody was like, "Oh, we got these we got him." Boom, Epstein dies. Whole thing, and the judge
his girlfriend went numb. Girlfriend didn't give up nothing.
Oh no, she wanted to live. So they and the judge went and said, "I'm a seal." The files. Nobody will never see the list, and
nobody that's worthwhile. 75 years from now, them kids don't give a goddamn about these files today.
You got all big political leaders on that list. You know what I'm saying?
The same way. This is what I keep telling these guys. He don't like when I say this, but that bipartisanship. Look, Trump signed the bill when Kennedy files were supposed to be open, and he closed them again for another 25 years. So all you motherfuckers that was concerned about that be dead and gone and withered by the time the truth comes out.
That means there's something in that. There's something in that file that's so heinous that they don't want the American people to see. Yeah,
right. We'll be outraged if you find that.
We'll be outraged.
Our own government was complicit in one of our presidents disappearing.
Yeah.
By the way, he worked for Michael Jackson before he became Diddy's personal bodyguard. Oh, Farad Muhammad. Okay, I'm calling it. Michael J was innocent, but he got railroaded. Oh my goodness. There's a piece on you can find it on Google somewhere about Janet Jackson and the reason why she acted as though she didn't know about Kamala Harris, because she was probably part of the prosecution team against Michael Jackson with all the things.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, she said something about Michael Jackson. Yeah,
and she wasn't on the team. She just made a comment that the family felt was, I guess, inappropriate, and they were not happy with it because in the outcome he was exonerated or whatever. He was allowed to go home without
Michael Jackson didn't do nothing to those kids. He didn't do a single thing to those children. He was railroaded, and it had something to do.
Guess who came out with what you just said? Guess who said almost exactly what you just said, Al?
Who?
Donald Trump. Donald Trump said.
Oh, he said
Donald
that?
Trump came forward on Michael's behalf, and then if you watch the piece, the on one of these places, they have him speaking as Michael is walking out of the jail or out of the courthouse.
I didn't know that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. What's Omar saying about Diego? Will drinking Guinness and
no
turn me out?
No.
What?
No. It's a conglomerate. It's based in England, and it's a conglomerate, and they own a bunch of the alcohol companies. I know about them because Beefeater is my favorite gin, and it's one of them situations where there was a lot of money being made through Ciroc, and then there
See?
was a lot of stuff that was being promoted on Diddy's end of it that wasn't quite matching up with the way that they wanted to be portrayed. And now, mind you, if you know about Diego, then it's like one of them situations where you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, then it's like, look it up and kind of do some research and be a nerd like myself and understand that stuff. But they started looking under the carpet,
Right.
and that is the reason why a lot of this stuff happened, because when Cassie came out and Diddy settled out of court that fast, it's like, wait a minute, how you gonna play us about our money, but then settle?
Right.
We gonna see about this.
For a large settlement too, not
And it's
some
like,
couple million.
like it's not, and it's one of those things where it's like, if you understand money, and that it doesn't matter how much money you have, there's somebody that has more money than you, and then owns that, and then owns that, and then owns that. You'll be like, oh, he did blah blah blah. No, he's a billionaire, but there's people that are billionaire, trillionaires on top of that, on top of that, on top of that. Like,
And then, like you said,
we had
they're
opium
conglomerates.
wars. There was a
They're
whole
conglomerates
opium
of
war.
billionaires.
There was a whole opium war between a company contracted by the English Empire and an entire country of China because of the trade of opium. So that company had as much pull as a whole nother country, and it was just a company contracted by an empire. So it's like,
that
relax.
leads me to
Like,
this.
understand this shit.
Look at the
There's
one up
layers
there
to
right
this shit.
now. The one up there right now is 350 million people in the U.S., but somehow only a handful are always connected to the strange cases. How this world revolves, especially in this country, how things revolve. Had she would be involved in that case, and then all of a sudden in the prime time in 2024. Come on, man, that's crazy. That's not coincidental. That's set up. You said it earlier, Al, in reference to being groomed for positions, and that's it.
Yeah, she was
opportunity.
We didn't see this one coming. We didn't see this one coming. We all thought it was going to be Newsom, and I thought it was going to be Newsom, and but I never saw her coming. So they had us for a loop, and do
you think it would have been just a quick one? I think I already know your opinion, but do you think it would have happened had they gone to a vote?
Oh yeah, she wouldn't have won.
Right.
Yeah, because California didn't vote that night.
Right.
Yeah, she wouldn't have won if they had did a vote, and they knew it. So that's why they went ahead and just made her the thing. A lot of people didn't agree with this, So and that's why the country got to rally behind Trump and make this an embarrassment for these guys, because what they're trying to do is put her in office. But like I said, they have a surprise for us, and she's the one who's going to carry it out. You know what I'm saying? We're just beginning. If we get this, you might as well turn the United States. If she wins on November 5th, turn the United States flag upside down, because it'll be over real quick. If we don't get burned up by a nuclear bomb, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be hell here in these
overrun.
Yeah, overrun. Yeah. So I hope you guys got your food and shit ready.
It'll be a hard way. It'll be a hard way in certain places.
Yeah, this is going to be a hard way in every place, unless you live in Wyoming in the mountains. You know what I'm saying? If you live anywhere against...
Oh, no. What I mean is, there are certain places where there are people who it doesn't matter. They're willing to just die on a hill.
Oh, yeah.
Because they don't want to be a part of any of this other bullshit that everybody else has going on. Because it's one of those situations where none of this shit has to go on where there's this split or any of this. it's all about a team, but everybody gets myopic and starts thinking about themselves. And it's capitalism. And now, mind you, I'm capitalist and I absolutely am for it. But there are times where you got to understand there is an enemy on the outside that would prefer that you be diffracted. Yeah. And if you really are about what you're about, you got to understand, like when we were out there that day and there's 9 people in that bay, we all had to agree nobody's going to shoot. And we just all looked at each other like, cool, all right, like I'm good. We just started talking.
Right.
We're all different cultures. Like, I mean, between the 9, there was a lot of different people out there, and we all just looked at each other, and we all had our rifles propped up. We went and put targets down. There were a few of us out there at the targets while other people were back at the rifle range. Nobody there, no range master, none of that, and we all had to just agree, like, hey,
thank you, Sean.
We're not gonna shoot.
You have a good night, my brother.
And we did.
Thank
we were
you, Sean.
fine.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know. So it's just
Gaming Chad, you're absolutely right. We can't believe our lying eyes or our deceiving ears. And you can't read things that facts anymore because it's all been twisted.
Nothing's true anymore. Nothing's true. If you want to find out a source, you got to read so much stuff
and cross
just to figure out if it's true. It is ridiculous. They even put out. Somebody showed me in the news last week that Obama and Jennifer Anderson were having an affair.
Yeah, they said that.
And you know there's a cover up because you know he likes dudes. You know he likes dudes.
Oh, there he
so
went.
Why? So they know he's gonna come up in those tapes.
Oh my
so
God.
They already setting the stage. That's not Obama. Don't believe your eyes, you know. And so let's go ahead. He likes women. He likes Jennifer Anderson. Look
that was
at there.
awesome.
You know what I'm saying?
Awesome.
I mean, that's a whole lie, bro.
Wow. That's awesome.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, they do it all the time. Look at that dude, Cory Booker. They had Cory. Everybody knows Cory Booker's another man lover, but he had Cory Booker date that Puerto Rican chick. And they dated, and then she came out and did a beard for Cory Booker for a while. And all of a sudden, it was like 3 months later, they break up.
So you also got this other thing going on too, on a whole nother thing. It's another entertainer that is like a shift, right? Did you know about Garth Brooks?
Yeah. What about
you know there's some stuff going on his end. He's getting Me Too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
he
raped a woman. That's
what I'm just saying. Like we got a lot of stuff in entertainment where people are doing things and things are coming out in 2024.
Remember,
it's like really distracting for a lot of stuff.
And it could be distracting for a purpose, so they don't want us to see Camilla. So they give out all this distraction so you don't see what's really happening over here. You know what I'm saying? So you got to get off the distraction. We got a war going on in other regions. We got areas that destroyed by hurricane. FEMA's not helping. We got China's moving troops and Navy toward Taiwan. We got American troops going to the Philippines. We got American troops that's been from the 11th that's going out to other island hopping. Everything's about to explode.
Well,
it's about to explode.
It's a time for a leader.
Yeah,
we need a leader.
We need a leader, and we're about to lose this whole thing. And it's all based on this election. I think if it goes her way, hell is about to break loose.
Yeah, I think at that point Putin is probably going to turn his sights this direction.
I think he's going to do it. I really do think he's going to do it. Yeah,
well, brush up on your Russian boys. Yeah. You got to figure out they're coming on out.
God damn!
Be prepared, guys, because we got less than 30 days.
Sorry,
so hope your lips can reach around and kiss.
I'm sorry, I missed. I was looking for something.
What is that?
He got start go hard, man.
Oh yeah,
I don't understand.
You guys can read that.
Hide on tape, even from behind, between those Dumbo ears and that big Big Mike size booty hole, that purple lip bitch can't hide.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
Sean Thomas, you got it right there. This country is such a clown world, man. I mean, they're destroying this country. They destroyed. Look at what they did to California. California was one of the greatest states we had in the nation.
Yeah.
And they completely destroyed it.
Yep.
And now they want to do it to the rest of your nation.
Mm-hmm. But it's a good model of what they want, or you can see the future, because either you have or you don't have. In California, and similar has happened in New York as well. It's gotten to the point where you can make it there, or you can't make it there. Either you got a lot of money, or you don't have, and there's no middle class. The middle class is being eroded in California as well as in New York. And I'm not talking about just like those major cities. It's really, really bad all over.
Go watch that movie Escape from New York, and that's California. You know what I'm saying? Dang. That's all I got to say. It's bad. Now you can see the videos, you can see the police reactions online. And they're just breaking in places, it's robbing.
But look at the amount of homeless people that used to not. Those people didn't flock there from other places in the country and say, let's go to California to be homeless. Those people used to be citizens, and they are citizens. Those used to be homeowners in California.
Yeah. Property taxes.
And property taxes, all kinds of circumstances, and the Silicon Valley going up and down, a lot of stuff being farmed out to other countries. You know, people depended on something and looked at it for 10, 15, 20 years down the road. And then 5 years later, this whole complexion change.
Yeah. It's rough.
It is. It's and when you start talking, it's dreary, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
You know, and
it's depressing that we're contemplating if we're gonna live in the next 30 days or not. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what's happening right now.
It could get down to that.
Yeah. So
dude, that would be perfect for a sponsor if we had some of that food that goes into the future. That would be a great time to put it right there.
I know I can't do no
and
fucking
food
ads.
People out there,
I
let
can't
us know.
do shit.
We can put you in there. 25-year shelf life.
Yeah, Patriot. Patriot Foods. They just came back online. You can get 3 months food supply for like $600, and they have an easy payment plan you can get through them. So, you know, you may only be able to eat a couple of days of it, but at least you have something. You know what I'm saying?
You won't go away hungry.
Right. You know, gorge out for 24 hours. Yeah.
MRE.
So, right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
How do they do the reconstitute desserts? Is it real cake, or is it some fake stuff?
No, it's freeze. Well, the cakes are like sucked out, and that's how they do them. They suck all the moisture out the cakes, and you're talking about the MREs, right?
Yeah,
yeah, they suck all the moisture out of them. So when you pop it open, it's just like a little brick, right? You know, you just eat it. You know what I'm saying? You just drink some water.
So it's kind of okay. I got you. So
you may have a pound. You have a pound cake, a fudge cake, or something like that, or some nasty ass shit. You know what I'm saying? So
I just thought about when you said it about going out with a bang.
Yeah. Oh, you go out with a bang. You eat enough dehydrated food, and if you don't put enough water in it, you're gonna be P. Diddy from the other end. And on that note, guys, we want to say thank you for watching the show. We stayed on a little extra tonight, and boy, I'm exhausted. Thank you guys for everybody stopping by and watching the show. I know this show probably will blow up, and give us a thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? We don't have a lot of thumbs
We'll
up.
be back next week.
Yeah, we'll be back next week. And remember to go vote. What you got, Al and Omar?
Keep the Second Amendment alive so we can pass it on to the next generation.
And
what you got?
Keep shooting. And if you're not about the shooting, then fucking don't join this shit.
Yep. Right.
Don't be around this shit if you're not about it.
Hey, put up gaming chat, Al.
Okay.
He said
last one. I got you.
Yeah, last one. Oh, okay, Sean. That crazy talk of the future in the next 30 days. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for the entertainment, gents. Have a good one. Appreciate you. And Sean Thomas, also Patriot. Yeah, Patriot Supply. Thank you for that. Yep. And you guys get on that. And they got some good stuff.
Absolutely.
And we'll see you guys. Hopefully I can end this. Let's see what happens. And I can't end it.